Young Slim, what's up, brother?
Yo, what's up, bro?
What's up? What's up, man? What's good? What you think about this, man?
Slim.
I'm thinking you're a little bit selling Leon a little short, bro.
Yeah, I say the same thing.
Go ahead and explain. Go ahead and explain what you think, and then I'll let you know why I say what I say.
Okay. Leon did not betray Franklin, bro.
I didn't say betray. I say he left him hanging.
He didn't leave him hanging, bro.
Okay.
Leon feels like the Mexicans when he did that whole thing at the New Year's party. He feels like, why are you inviting somebody that set our boy up to get killed? You pulled the trigger, but the Mexicans are the ones that kind of deceived Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
It was all about Kevin, bro. And he feels like Kevin was dead. He doesn't blame Franklin for killing Kevin, even though he did. It wasn't intentional, but he blames the Mexicans for hustling him out of the recipe.
Let me just pause one thing. All of what you're saying is right, but here's the one thing that Leon don't know. And Louis said this today when she told, or the other day when she told Jerome that read CIA, is that he don't know the big picture like Franklin do. He don't know that you're dealing with the CIA. It's a bigger picture, and you really can't do nothing with this dude. You shoot this CIA dude in the club, we're dead.
True.
So
no, it wasn't about shooting. It wasn't about shooting Gustavo. It was about, why are you inviting Gustavo here when Gustavo and his Mexican girlfriend are the ones that basically got Kevin killed?
And right. But Franklin can't say, hey, they CIA. I ain't got a choice, bro.
So that's one quick
not
second.
Why he invited him. You can work with the CIA
he
and still not invite him
Reed
to the party.
Gustavo came with Reed.
So Jay, you just made my point. I inclined when I say Franklin say I'm Leon don't feel like he's no partner in the whole business. He feel like an employee. So you understand what I'm saying right there?
I mean, in a way, yeah, but in a way also no, because he didn't treat no other employee like Leon. He wasn't getting them the houses and the money and putting them on and doing all of that. But Leon, because the game that they in, working with the CIA, Franklin is trying to protect people by not letting them know that they are working with the CIA. Now, whether that's right or wrong, that is his strategy. Okay.
Go ahead. My bad.
No, I was just going to say, so that is part of the problem with Leon and Franklin relationship, is that Leon is acting off of emotions. Like, that was our boy. They did this with the recipe, this, that, and the other. But Franklin has to think like a businessman analytically, and he can't get emotional over certain things because it's bigger than them. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger, the bigger picture than that.
Don't forget the people that helped you start this. Like, Kevin was a big part of their success today. He lost his life because he got emotional. He got emotional over his cousins and what the Mexicans did to him. And Gustavo and his girlfriend played on his emotions and basically played him. You know what I'm saying?
But that's his fault, though. But that's his fault. Kevin did that. I'd agree. Trying to do this and take the money and take the rest. They shouldn't have done that. They didn't have Leon,
but you can't fault Leon for still honoring his boy. You can't say, oh, well, he betrayed Franklin or he's shitting on Franklin. No, Franklin just act like that didn't happen.
Right.
You know, that's still his boy.
My experience.
That was your best friend.
Yeah, but in my experience, which, like I say, I wasn't no drug kingpin or this or that. But when people do stuff like that, you'd be like, damn, that was messed up. But he should have listened. He shouldn't have did that. He shouldn't have tried to sell the recipe. That's on him. People actually look at this stuff at the end. Like Kevin was
he still did it. But because he made a mistake, just like Leon told Franklin, hold up, just like Leon told Franklin not to mess with Manboy and Skully. Right. He did it anyway, but does that make him less of his boy?
Right.
But this is the thing. That's because Leon don't know the bigger picture. He don't have the luxury of knowing that Franklin can't wait for them to figure it out. Well, like I say, what if it took months or years for them to figure it out? So he just supposed to let a war go on. He gonna tell Reed, well, hey, Leon said just let them figure it out. Reed don't want to hear that. Reed is not dealing with Leon, dumbass. He can't even get a haircut. Okay, you know what I'm saying? He dealing with Franklin because you about business. You ain't about all this emotionality. So
Another thing,
to get that out, you need to end this beef and war. And like you said, just like he brought the beef when he shot that girl, he didn't leave him hanging. But
what do you mean? When you say Leon?
Yeah, Franklin didn't leave Leon hanging when he shot that girl, but it was okay for Leon to leave Franklin hanging and let
why did Leon shoot that? Why did Leon shoot at them in the first place?
Well, they didn't have a choice because you was in front of their house, and if Leon and them didn't shoot back, they would have scared all of them out.
Leon was at Fat Burger. Eating, and one of his boys got shot. You know what I'm saying? Wait, no. Wanda got shot. He was minding his business, listening to his Will Smith CD, and then Skully brought the drama to him. So you can't tell me that Leon's wrong for retaliating against him.
Exactly.
This is why I'm going to tell y'all. Y'all think it's small time thinking. Let me tell you, that was Franklin's plan, right? That's why you saying it's his fault, right?
Wait, is Franklin the only one that can make a good plan?
No, that was a bad plan. No, listen, I'm about to explain to you. Listen, let me just get all this right. You all are saying that Franklin is the one to blame because that was his plan that went wrong, which then made them try to retaliate on Leon, right?
Yes.
Okay, I agree. Here's where I differ. I think when Franklin reached out to Leon for help in making a plan, maybe Leon could have suggested get the private investigator. Maybe he could have helped to do something differently, or maybe come up with a better plan, and Franklin wouldn't have made that dumbass plan.
Hold up, bro.
Either way it went, it came back on Leon either way, whether he was involved or not. So why not have your boys back?
It wasn't a bad plan, bro. Franklin didn't come up with a plan. Don't act like it was a bad plan. It was a good ass plan.
It didn't work. It wasn't a bad plan, but it didn't work.
It did work.
Well, they jumped. Manboy's boys jumped the gun too soon.
Manboy's, Skully's guys. Started. Yeah. Hey, there go Leon right there. They started shooting first. I'm clapping back.
You talking about when they was in that garage thing to meet up, and Peaches was in the warehouse, and he told Manboy's dudes, "Wait, they not close enough."
Yeah, that was
ran out.
I'm talking about Leon's plan was good. Leon's plan was still good.
No, it wasn't. Because you don't sit in broad daylight in front of somebody's grandma's crib, and when an innocent bystander gets killed, you all shook. You ain't
Hold up. I'm not trying to sound like the devil or nothing right now, but that little girl was not an innocent bystander when you got two people in that car shooting at me.
Bro,
they shot at Leon first.
Thank you, Slim.
What did
they shot at Leon first?
Let me just say one thing. Let me clear this up. Could that little girl tell her mama, I'm not riding with y'all? Could that little girl find her own transportation and make her own decisions?
Listen, bro, that's her mom's fault.
She's an innocent bystander. She had no choice.
That's her mom's fault. That's her mom's fault.
That's true. That's her mom's fault. But that don't make her an innocent bystander.
You clap at me. What am I going to say? Time out. You got a little girl in the car. How's he supposed to know there's a little girl in the car?
That's true. That's true.
Girl in the car. How you supposed to know that?
Leon did it on purpose, though. That's saying he tried to kill her.
When you bring drama and then you get smoked, don't act like the victim. They're acting like the victim.
That's a whole separate. But I agree with that. That's a whole separate thing. That's going on the girl though, and she's wrong. Because she shouldn't have been riding with them fools with guns doing this with a little girl. I agree. That's on them. But Leon shouldn't have been there in the car in broad daylight waiting to shoot him in front of his grandma kid. If anything, his grandma, but he going to his grandma crib. You could have shot his grandma by accident. Anything could have happened. You was in a regular residential.
They shot the ice cream man. Skully and shot the ice cream man.
That's Master P. The ice cream man.
Skully clapped at Leon while he was minding his business, bro. You can't tell somebody how to react to when somebody brings violence to your doorstep, bro.
Okay, but this is the thing though. When Franklin had a problem in the beginning, he went to his boy. When Leon had a problem, he decided to handle it all on his own.
But
So
why?
then that's
Why?
all
Why?
on him. He
Why?
didn't go
Why
to
do you act
Franklin
like?
because he
Why
didn't
you
go to
act like
Franklin and
Franklin
say,
is
dude,
Tony
your
Stark,
plan
bro?
backfired and they just tried to kill me. He didn't
You
say,
acting like Franklin. You're acting like Leon was mad at Franklin because Franklin is disrespecting Kevin by bringing. You can do business with him, but you don't bring him to your party. You're
man,
disrespecting our boy by doing that. That's
for
why,
one,
yo, Leon is a real one, bro. Leon's the real dude, bro. Like, Leon is absolutely correct in why he was treating Gustavo the way he was treating Gustavo, and he was right about treating Franklin that way.
no,
Franklin,
this is what Leon should have did on everything.
you
If
got
he
to ask
came
Franklin
there,
for everything, bro.
no,
You
I
don't.
said on everything. Like
I know.
did 100. What he should have did when he saw Gustavo at the party is be like, hey, come here, let me talk to you. And pull him aside, like, what the fork is he doing here, bro? And then Leon and Franklin could have had a little talk, and he could have said, look, he came with dude. I didn't tell him to come, but that's the plug. We need to be cool and let this, ride or do whatever. This business. We ain't boys, this, that,
What
and the
part of
other.
his
But
best
no,
friend was murdered? And Gustavo
but
played a part in that.
okay, that's true. But that don't make it Franklin. Like Leon is not thinking
Franklin
right.
invited
No,
him. Franklin invited him to the party. That was
he is
stupid by Franklin. Won't you start saying that? That was dumb for Franklin to invite
no
the
man.
cop. You know this guy's a cop. You're inviting a cop
Franklin
to your birthday party? Come on, bro. Nah.
Franklin is trying to squash all the beef. He's
I
trying to
definitely
end all the drama, bring everybody together so that they can move forward. Leon is acting too emotional and starting more beef, more drama, not
His
letting
best
things go. If
friend,
anything, Leon
Jay.
should be
His
mad at
best
Franklin for pulling the trigger then.
Jay. Franklin killed his best friend. So
Right.
exactly.
should he be mad at Franklin for
Exactly.
killing
They
Kevin?
make it se- they
Or is he
make
gonna
it seem
bring in
look
his
like a
anger
saint.
towards somebody else who
They
actually
try to
set
make
him up?
they try to actually make saint look like a saint, and he no saint. That's the point I'm getting at.
No, he don't look like a saint to me though. He looked like he trying to look out for his boy. He looked like he made a mistake, and when he tried to come at his boy for help, he left him hanging. That's like if I had a problem and I try to come at you and say, "Hey, Slim, I got this problem. I need to try to do something about it," and you like, "Look, Jay," and we boys for way back, and you like, "Look, man, you shouldn't even get involved with this, that, and the other. Leave it alone."
Yeah.
Now I don't have that choice because I'm trying not to involve you in the CIA and all this other stuff because that's a whole nother can of worms. So
Yeah.
I can't sit here and just unroll everything, but
But,
I'm coming to you with a problem that I don't have the luxury of waiting till they figure it out. It
but
could
that was
take
a
weeks,
choice
months,
by
or years.
Franklin, bro. It wasn't like it was a business deal. It was a party. He didn't have to invite Gustavo and Reed to the New Year's Eve party.
Right,
That was asking for it.
Why
right,
is it asking for it though? Why is it still a beef like that?
Because Franklin just clearly doesn't care about Kevin anymore. But
right.
they were best friends. That's Leon's best friend. He's channeling his anger not towards Franklin, but towards who set Kevin up. They involved the DEA. They involved they got the recipe. They
and it's
worked
all
on
because of
his
Kevin.
the
Kevin
fact
did
that
a
he
lot of
wanted
that though.
Slim,
yo
let me ask Jay something real quick. Jay,
Right.
let me take it to Ghost, right? When to Power, when it is we was talking about how it is basically Tariq was keeping what's his room name? Brandon?
Braden, yeah.
Braden, right. When he was keeping Braden in the dark and keep
Okay.
lying to him, right? And we all agree that maybe if it is he start telling a little bit of truth, Braden can understand where he coming from.
Possibly, but then that's also making him more exposed that if Braden gets in trouble, he
Yeah,
can
but
turn and spill all the beans on you.
yeah, you're right. But you know what's the funny thing with life? I think we all rather share the thing like this. When you tell a man the truth, you let him make his own choice.
That's true.
Better you tell me the truth and I know what I'm dealing with, than you don't tell me the truth. And that what Braden was basically telling them. If the cops come, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to start to protect you. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, what you said is 100% true, except for in the dope game, because like they say, only men that don't speak is dead. So,
Right.
or you don't know.
But
So
in the
either I don't tell you nothing, and then I don't have to kill you, or if something happens, the only way I know you can't testify against me is if you're dead.
But in the case of Leon and Franklin have a right to tell Leon. If Auntie could know what's going on, Leon should know what's going on.
All right, go ahead, Slim.
I feel like Franklin has lost his way of what he thinks. Franklin thinks that he's done this by himself. Okay,
right. That's how he behaved.
When Carvel was whooping his ass and took his money, who was there to go get it back for him?
All right,
Leon. All right,
and that's why he's there for Leon still to this day.
Okay. But he didn't do it by himself, bro.
Team, like he didn't do this with no team. That's how he
Franklin acts like he did it by himself, bro, and he didn't. And that's what I'm not feeling about it. Like he acts like he's been doing this whole thing by himself. It's Aunt Louie, Jerome, but Leon was there. Leon was the one that killed Carvel and chased the dude down and got his money back. Okay,
it was
Leon. Day one, guys. You were getting your ass whooped before I got in here. Okay? Who set up shop? It was Kevin and Leon was selling the crack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
But Franklin was the brains behind it. They wouldn't have been able to
brains
even
are not, bro.
do it. Franklin is the one. What you mean brains are not? Without the brains, is nobody. You can still be alive, but if your brain dead, it's nothing happening.
I don't think it was really because
Franklin got the recipe. Franklin got the recipe from the RZA.
Yes.
Okay. It was his idea. He got the connect. They didn't have shit. They didn't have no money. They didn't have nothing. Franklin, the one getting them houses through a corporation. Yeah, everybody had a part to play, but they would still be broke working 9 to 5s for minimum wage.
No.
So all right, Jay, hold on. So everything you just said there is absolutely correct to the letter. So because of that, you're supposed to treat me as less than a partner now, especially it was two of us and one out.
That was a mistake. Franklin was wrong for that. But he tries to right his wrongs. He didn't leave them hanging. You know what I mean? Like he could have left Leon hanging when he made this major mistake, when he made this major wrong of going on his plan and getting the innocent girl killed. You know, not that he did it on purpose. It was an accident. That he didn't do it and try to do that, but you put yourself in a bad spot. That's like if me and Slim got beef and then I decide to be waiting in front of his house with a gun. I'm going to get into some type of trouble now. I put myself there. Like, what you think was going to happen? Or like I go instead of his house, I'm waiting in front of your mom's house.
But what part?
And then what if your mom gets shot by accident?
They brought the drama to Leon, bro. They brought the drama to Leon and Fatback.
I agree, 100%.
He was eating cheeseburgers, ordering onion rings. They started shooting at him.
You're right.
All
I'm saying is when that happened, here's where you all probably is missing where I'm at. That exact point, when they came and brought the drama to Leon, he should have came to Franklin right after that.
Why? Why do I got to go to Franklin?
Because you ended up blaming him anyway. You had to come to him anyway.
Exactly. And
you should have came to him before you made your dumbass plan and made matters worse.
Why didn't you go to Franklin? Why didn't he go to Franklin? Because Franklin's plan didn't work in the first place. That got these guys on my ass in the first place.
But that's why you go to Franklin. Now you ready for my plan to work to save your ass and hide your ass, right?
No, it ain't. He ain't waiting for Franklin's plan to save his ass.
He in Franklin apartment complex laying low. It's because Franklin coming up with the plan to sacrifice.
Yeah, but he didn't go to Franklin.
He didn't go to Franklin. Franklin went to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he went to Franklin Daddy's spot.
He didn't know that was Franklin Daddy's spot. He knew it was a shelter.
He did know that's Franklin Daddy. You saying he don't know who Franklin Daddy is?
No. He was sleeping on the streets, and then it was
then he went to the shelter. Franklin Daddy saw him in the shelter sleep, and that's when he called Franklin and said, "Your boy here."
Did Leon go, yo?
Exactly.
Right. So wait a minute. What you thought was gonna happen when you see your best son?
Bro, you're not giving Franklin enough blame, bro. You're not giving Franklin enough
And
blame.
that's why I think I have
I'm
a day
giving
argument.
all the amount of blame. I never said Franklin didn't make a bad mistake.
It was a real
said
bad
Franklin was
mistake.
wrong.
It was a
Yeah,
real bad mistake.
But it wasn't as bad as what Leon did. He got a kid killed.
He didn't get a kid killed. They got a kid killed.
Okay, it was his plan, right? Leon was the leader of that car.
It was better
Leon was the leader of that car with Fatback and crew. That was Leon's plan. He take responsibility for it. He the one that hired the investigator. Fatback, that's a good idea.
That was a good idea.
It was, but that was a bad idea to wait in broad daylight.
Right, I mean, Leon got Mr. Softy killed.
One thing I'm gonna say though, right? In spite of the arguments, in spite of everybody feeling how they feel, I'm with majority of what Slim saying, as you everybody know. But let me tell you all something. The one thing I'm happy about, because I was on another side and listen, people talking about, and I talk about in the comments, people saying Leon should have killed Khadijah and finish when he realized the baby was shot, he should have just finish Khadijah too. But he realized when he realized
Khadijah. Yes.
He should have. I mean, you've already done too much. You had to.
What?
No,
he should have killed her.
No, if I was in that game and I was him, I would have killed her.
Me too.
Me too. And also, like, they can't tell what they don't know. He was talking about plausible deniability about not telling them about the CIA, but then she can't tell who was there or whatever if he shot her.
Left a witness.
A big witness.
Yeah.
So that was a problem.
That's why Fatback's
now. All right, y'all. I'm about to switch it up for a little bit. Let's talk about Winter Soldier. I know everybody.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Let's
talk about this for a minute. We talk about Winter Soldier. The Winter Soldier was dope.
This is where no, I ain't see this. I know about to say this is where I go mute for a minute.
Okay. Bap, what's up, girl? You there? I done left you hanging. What's up? You want to say something?
I don't want to wash some dishes. Put some cookies in the oven. I'm just chilling.
Okay.
Listening to y'all talking about Snowfall.
Bap, you gotta get with that Snowfall.
Huh?
Snowfall, dope.
Snowfall is good.
Yeah,
I need to check it out.
Yeah, if anybody likes Power or The Shy, you will definitely enjoy Snowfall.
Yeah.
It's based on true events. And of course, it's not a true story, but this similar stories did happen. And the CIA bringing drugs into the Black community to fight a war in Nicaragua is true.
My poor coworker didn't know that. He was like, "Hey, Liz, let me tell you something. I watched this thing called Dope on Netflix. Did you know that Ronald Reagan let drugs get led into the Black community?" I was like, "Yes, I knew that, Umberto."
Right.